Hello, hi, welcome so much. It's Women's View. Today, kama kawaida, inakuaga tu ni Women's View. So, welcome so much. I'm your host, Shiro Wangige. So, today we are having a topic, just as usual. We come and talk. We talk and talk as women. We have a women's conversation here. We learn, it's just a very big thing. We talk as women. We share our issues here. So welcome so much. I want you to keep up with this conversation. So on our social media handles, we are GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. And today we are talking about childless in marriage. Kukosa watoto kwa marriage, especially when you get married and you don't have kids immediately ukioleka. And kama kawaida, sikujai peke yangu, sitawai jaribu, I can never come alone. So, I have some guests with me, a new one especially. So, I want them to introduce themselves for me. So, karibu sana, your camera is here.
Asante. So, my name is Doris Ndigila. Thanks for having me on your show.
Thanks for coming.
Hello viewers. Ni ule msee Ann.
Ule msee.
Hapa ndipo tunagonga. Tuna ikiwa moto.
Tunagonga ndipo.
Welcome.
So thank you so much for coming. Guys, you look so good.
Thank you.
You look good too.
Thank you. So leo tunaongelelea hiyo maneno ya childless in marriage. We know, or sometimes we have those experiences. Mtu ashaingia kwa marriage, amedelay kabla apate watoto. Sometimes inakuwa challenge sana to them and also to partner, even kwa familia. So those are the things we want to touch and also encourage that person who is outside there. Mwenye ana follow women's talk hivyo na pia to educate, si ndio? Maybe you can share something, and before we give chance to Doris.
One of the dreams every woman has ni after marriage to get a kid immediately.
Yeah.
Not unless you have planned to take time. But mostly a lady waki get married anakuanga prepare to have a kid. Especially you see age you're like between 25 you are always ready to have a baby. Then umeingia kwa married. It's like honeymoon the whole year. You know, the only thing you wanna expect ni pregnancy.
Sure.
Umecheza game, umegongwa, but no, hakuna kitu, no results.
Yeah.
That thing, alafu kuna patanga, kuna in-laws and the society, wanakuangalia if they are waiting. They want to see some changes. Then unapata mwaka umeisha, mwingine umeisha, then I'm like, what is happening? Unajua after the first year inanga shida, lakini after the first year hapo ndio unaanza kujiuliza some questions inakuja, inakuwa some like torture.
Yeah.
I remember when I got married, niliolewa, then many people when tulikuwa tumeolewa at the same time waliweza kupata maybe watu immediately. Then I'm just here. Nothing is happening. Hakuna. Unajaribu, hakuna. So I was like, am I normal? So many questions inakuja.
Okay.
Then even the parents are still waiting. From both sides. My parents, sides are kwa kina mzee. Then hawaoni anything, unaulizwa bado. You know, kama kuna swali inamalizanga mseni hiyo. Bado mambo. Ama you find that kunaenda aje. Ama wazazi wanaanza kuuliza kuna shida fulani.
Yeah.
To me haikuwa na shida yote, to my husband, until I realized hii bado imezidi. That's the time.
Kuna nini?
Then you go to the hospital, unasik gyno. Kama mimi nilikuwa na issue since my teenage, when the periods zilikuja, my mens were not regular.
Regular.
So I remember one time we went to see a gyno, akaniambia nikafanywa so many scans. So they say the uterus is okay, the ovaries are okay, but nikaambiwa niko na ovarian cyst. I could not understand what is that because I was not ready for kids. Then the gyno told me the only thing you can do ni to give birth. I was
at
still
that age.
Yeah, at that age.
You have a cyst. Like how old are you by then?
I was around 21.
And you're not even hata hauna boyfriend maybe.
Sijaolewa.
Unaambiwa upate
mtoto. Hata it was a dream. You know that age uko ready to get a baby.
You don't even think.
Yeah, you don't even think.
Yeah.
So that time I just ignored it. Then until I got married, nimegonga like first year, this is the second year. People are asking you, bado.
Bado.
That time I realized.
Sasa uko the second year?
Yeah, that's the time I realized, aya, kuna shida hapa.
I think I have a problem.
Yeah.
Na your husband?
He had no problem, he was just okay because that time he used to school.
Okay. So yeah, ako tu sawa.
Ako tu sawa.
Tukule maisha, honeymoon.
Yeah, he had no problem.
24/7.
One of his aunts aliniuliza, na kwani tutakula njahe lini?
Hiyo ndio unaharibu sasa maneno.
Sasa hiyo ndio ilinimaliza. So after kuniuliza hivyo I was like, guy, umeuliza aje? That's the time I went to talk to my husband. And also I think he was ready that time.
So you ni wewe will introduce the conversation to your husband.
And kamwambia the way we are living, I think kuna some health issue. We need to go and seek a gyno.
Okay.
Then we looked for one. I began my clinics. So unajua ukienda kwa gyno hataki history yenye ulikuwa nayo.
Anakuassess fresh
from a fresh. You find that even hamna do vile it's struggling.
Ni kuanza mnaanza maisha of course.
Ukiangalia you are struggling a lot and these gyno are very expensive. Every consultation you feel that like 1K. Haujapewa any medication. Then I began the clinics. So wakati tena nilirudia the same ovarian cyst, you go to Mr. Google. You want to know what is this? Nakwambia things go his internet zitatua
Nitakwambia you will die tomorrow.
hata zitakuwa ukiwa mzima while you are still breathing.
Your imagination.
Your imagination. Can you imagine unaenda kwa kitu inakuonesha tu the negative, haikupei hope. Inakwambia chances of getting baby is like 10%, 30%.
And it's when I need that baby.
Yeah, hakuna siku kupatia like 50%. At least unajua 50 na kupatia some hope. Then I'm like, "Oi, what is this now?" Every woman, ukisikia chances of getting a baby in this percentage, unaanza kufikiria, my husband atatolerate this one.
Atakaa na mimi
ama ata remarry. Such question. Unajua ime affect mentally.
Now you are still young, you know, even in marriage.
Then nikaambiwa you will be in a circle of medication. We'll do 3 circles. The first one, the second one, and the third one. If the first one fails, we'll go to the second one. If the second one fails, we'll go to the third one.
Na hiyo ikifail?
Ikifail, you are barren completely.
So you are with your man that time, eh?
Unajua sometimes hata utaki kwenda naye.
You don't want.
Utaki asikie hiyo disappointment. Because of the bad report.
Oh.
So, that time it really frustrated me. I've never been that low. Hey.
Hi.
Now, ushashikwa na mababy fever. Umesikia chances are
10% is so low. Like zero. Ni kama nakwambia hapa ni kungangana tu.
So, I began my med. I was going like every Saturday I have to go to see a gyno.
And it's expensive.
When every visit you have to spend like 5K. That time it was a bit cheap.
Na ndio mnajijenga sahi.
Yeah, it's a bit expensive.
It is a bit expensive right now. So I went. You have to go to a private clinic because public kupata huyo gyno it's a problem.
Yeah.
Si rahisi. So every visit they don't use this insurance, they don't use NHIF card.
It's cash.
It's cash. Here we go. I began my whatever. Then I was given some medication.
So did they help you?
So umeambiwa the first one wanakupeanga tu I'm telling you.
They give you hopes.
Oh. Aki, ushasikia tu kumaliza tu kabisa unaambiwa you are dying the next minute. Yeah?
Na ulikuwa unaenda ku seek help.
Ulikuwa umeenda ku seek help. So I'm here, God, just help me because I cannot bear this one. I began the clinic. That time I remember my husband, as I said, he used to school in Nakuru. So alikuwa anafanya this school based.
Oh, so let me cut you short. Your husband is still schooling.
Yes.
So the income is minimal. Hata labda hakuna.
And even hapo analipwa poa.
Oh God. Now, let me ask you. After you went kwa hospital, you went back home ukamexplainia the issue.
Yeah, na lazima aende kwanza arudi shule.
And then what was the reaction? Because I believe after hiyo ako like this person has changed. Ama what was the reaction kwake?
Oh, my husband, I just love him. He's so supportive, imagine. Even though hata kama lazima as a human you feel something, but hakunionyesha. He supported me. Na akaniambia don't worry, God will work. So aliponiambia hivyo at least somehow nikakuwa relieved.
Yes.
Then we began the clinic together. We used to go together with him.
Wow.
I was given some medication, and I thank God the first cycle it worked.
Wow.
I
And you
remember,
conceived?
Yeah, I remember I was given some microgyno pills.
What are those?
I took them. Alafu pia, you have this fear, these are family planning pills.
So it's like they are going to make me
Yes,
permanently
they will
barren.
stimulate your hormones.
Okay.
Alafu periods zikuje.
All right.
Then I was told, you know, the doctor appoints a date for you and you must visit him.
Yeah.
He was in Nakuru. Before he went to Nakuru, we had already visited the clinic.
Yes.
So I was given a sack of medication. I took them and I was being told, this date you must meet.
With your husband?
Yes.
Kuja hapa. Sasa tu
Na ako Nakuru.
Na ako Nakuru.
Ako Nakuru.
Kumi tunamaanisha aje?
We have sex.
Me I thought ni muende kwa gaina.
Yeah, we make love. So
On that specific date?
Yes, that specific day. And it was a one day.
Only one day?
Yes, that means 24 hours.
Hakuna kitu ingine?
Kumbuka, ayuko.
Unapika a day before.
Alafu,
a day before ama unafanya
then another
you order
thing,
from outside.
you are very sure amko na finance amko stable. Hata kusoma huko mtu hata nikaa anasoma na socks zimeraruka for you.
Yeah. Na mmesetiwa date.
Then that Sunday, I was so much stressed. Is he serious? Or what will happen? He was about to close. It was only 5 days. Ndio wafunge shule akuje. Then, that Sunday he came. Then he went back to Nakuru on Monday, very early in the morning. Si walienda wakafunga Friday, then he came back. So niko zile, I'm waiting, I want to. Then after 2 weeks, I'm feeling funny. I'm not normal.
So it worked.
I'm not normal. There is something happening. Then I went, I bought a kit, I tested. It tested negative. I was like, hapana.
Haikufanya.
Then I bought another one. I went back home in the evening. I it tested positive. How do you know I jumped in the house? Singing, saying, thank you, Lord.
Oh my God. I can imagine the happiness after 2 years.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm just, thank you, Lord. Thank I was just like crazy. Thank you, God. Thank God. Then I was asking, when is he going to come back in the house? I just want to give this news.
The good news.
The good news. Then he comes. I told him, hey, compare the kit. You know, men don't understand.
They don't. Wanauliza hii ni nini?
What is this?
So inamaanisha aje?
Then I was like, unajua yeye anajua kale ka kupima HIV. So ni kama alikuwa anashindwa.
Kai tumetest. Tuko positive. Sasa sio maneno ya nini.
Hiyo ni kitu stay take time kumuuliza what was running around his mind. I will ask him today. What is this? Oh, nikamwambia, I'm pregnant. Wow. Then he holds me tight. We sat on the bed. Akaniuliza, are you happy? Or I'm the only one who is happy.
Wow. And that, I guess that was so emotional and everything was there.
I felt so happy. Alafu, when I remember, I have a friend mwenye alikuwa anasema amekaa sana over 20 years. So
you were thankful after.
She used to say, I wish naweza conceive hata kama nita conceive itoke.
Oh my God. So before we go further, Doris has a story also. Let's hear from her.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the issue of childlessness is a very big issue in the society, which I think maybe saa zingine inakuwa so exaggerated, because in the times that we are living now, nowadays, sana sana kwa millennials, they don't focus so much on kupata watoi, because if you tend to think like the way people live nowadays, watu wana-adopt, hata wanaishi na mbwa kama mtoto, wanaishi
wengine wana-choose kukosa kupata
and
watoto.
then there are those couples who decide on not having children, like they don't need children.
It's a choice.
So even though sahi venye si tunaishi hizi times tuko like mixed up, kuna wale wazee when they think when you are married you have to get children, and then now we have the millennials who think that it's not a must once you're married to get children. So for my case it was somehow mixed, because first I thought I wanted children, my husband also wanted children, so like after wedding we knew that it's not going to take long before we have maybe our first child, and also we didn't plan that we are going to wait. So we waited for the first year. It went down, there was nothing.
And were you talking about it?
Yes, we are talking about it, because again sometimes you have the signs and feel like sahi ndo mtoto amekuja sasa. So like I used to have those moments.
Okay.
So like unafeel ni kama tumbo imekuwa kubwa. It's like
very true.
Like kutapika. Unasikia kutapika, and then you come to discover hakuna kitu. So it went for some time, and then now we started having worries. Like something must be wrong. So we wanted to like start going for medication ama for consultation to discover what was happening. And then one day we were seated, and then there was an interview on live TV. And then on that interview, there's a DJ anaitwanga DJ Soxy. So he was having an interview together with his wife. And then when they were having that interview, the wife was talking about how they waited for long to have kids. And then I wanted to know the reason behind why they didn't have kids. So when I was listening to the interview, and then I discovered the same issue the wife had is the same issue I had.
You have? Okay.
So Anne mentioned that she had irregular periods. So the same issue I had, like since I think even I started having periods in the age of 16, which is too late.
Too late,
Yeah. So for me it was fun, because as a young girl you don't want to experience
those days.
Those days are uncomfortable. So I thought like it's something for fun. Like even if I stay for the whole year without periods, that's
It's
fine.
okay.
It's okay.
Unaangalia wengine like kai unaumwa hivyo.
Parts to others.
Yeah.
Serious.
The same case with me.
Chukueni. Yako ni nini?
Mtu anajua zake zikiisha, enda kwa box an.
Unapatia wengine, cause again ukipewa pocket money ya kubuy pads una set aside, cause unajua zile ulipewa ziko pale. So
hapo.
It was that way. Mi sikujua like it would have any impact in my later years. So after listening to that interview, Shiko Asoksi said that she has an Instagram page, and also she has a foundation that supports women who are childless. So I went to her Instagram, and then immediately she responded, and she sent me a link. She said they have a WhatsApp group for supporting. It's like a support group.
Kuinuana because you know it's a feeling yenye watu wenye wako na watoto hawaizi elewa.
It's so painful.
Yeah.
So painful.
So you need like to have that support and also hear people's stories of what they have gone through. So nilipoingia kwa hiyo group, and then now I started reading stories of people how they have been like going through tough situations.
And they were they worse or were your case worse?
No, now my case was not even worse. But now, you know, I'm in the verge of discovering what's my issue and how my like case yangu ita come out aje. Will it be successful ama haitakuwa successful? So in that group like nilikuwa nimeshikwa na stress cause you hear the stories of other women and napata mtu like the husband now has started cheating on them because maybe they have stayed for 5 years without children and some even like maybe they get miscarriage. So you find like someone gets to up to 6 miscarriages. So you find that mtu ako already kwa hiyo trauma and then now the husband maybe brings another woman to the house yani in their presence ama wanawafanyia madharau. So
hakuna respect.
Anaona
you are nothing.
You are nothing.
You know, in our society
it is counted as if kama uja give birth you are useless person.
Yeah, because they know kuoana watoto move on. Yani ndio cycle tu yenye inafaa.
Inaonekana kama hujazaa you are just there to ni kama umeenda ku exploit something.
And then there is this notion like kama hauna watoto like you did something wrong in your past. Unaona that's what the society thinks.
Kama maybe uliabort ukiwa msichana
kuanga hivyo. Ama maybe ulikuwa prostitute, such like things. They think like hiyo ndo society ina touch cause I remember I grew up knowing someone like that and then you see there are those stories that people attach to.
Sure. So, without knowing the truth of course you know.
Without knowing the truth. So mi nilipojianalyze nikaona as in I've not done such a thing in the past. Also sijai tumia any family planning so because sometimes they say that when you take these family planning pills
at an early age
zinafanya pia utapata children in the future. So nikifikiria I had not done any of those.
You're just clean.
I'd never tested even the as in sijui hata hizo pills na kaje unaona. So after that then I was talking to her and asking like ni nini ulifanya so that to mpaka ukakuja kufikia kupata watu.
So she decided to be like she was responding to you directly to you not kwa WhatsApp group ama kwa Instagram.
One thing that nice. I came to appreciate being that wao ni ma celeb sikuwa na expect like should respond and talk to me directly. But I'm grateful to God because Mungu pia ufanya hizi vitu zi happen for a reason. So when we met we were talking so she told me that for you to be able to know what problem you have you have first to get a good gyna. So the good gyna can be able to do there's something called hormonal profiling. Like they check your hormones.
They get your history.
Ndo angalia.
Ulifanyiwa pia?
Yeah, they get your history. The periods regular. How often do they come? How many days? How long does it take?
Okay.
Okay, so now for the hormonal profiling, like they check your hormones, all the hormones. Kuna hizo estrogen, oxytocin. So they check your hormone levels. Because if you have irregular periods, it means there are some hormones which are higher than the others.
So and also on that hormones, you find that when ni mwanamke but your hormones are behaving like za mwanaume.
Na uko tu vizuri. Wewe ni msichana kabisa.
Unakuwa anyway unakuwa muhali. You know men wameumbwa wanafaa kuwa hairy. So you find as a lady wewe unakuwa hairy.
You are hairy.
Also pia inakuja kuaffect when it comes to nini hizo
especially armpits.
Also facial from the face. So also that's okay your problem ya hormones it's not only from the inaweza kuwa you have a problem maybe in the liver. Unaweza kuwa pia na glands fulani zenye hazifunction vizuri. So hizo ndo zinaweza changia. So she recommended me one gynecologist, and then I went. Now I did the hormonal profiling. Now for that gynecologist, just the consultation, you find that you pay up to 4,000 shillings.
It's so expensive.
Without even doing anything.
No medication, no anything.
Hakuna,
ni kama kuregister.
Umeingia tu, yani umeingia pale
Nile consultation fee too. Oh my God, that's so expensive.
It's so expensive, but again, because you are desperate.
Alafu then you know there is a goal yenye unataka ku reach up to, you want to know yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
So before I went to that particular doctor, before nilikuwa na hiyo problem, so I try kwenda to other hospitals. And then you know, especially for the government hospitals, they don't take like things to details, they don't check to details.
Wanakupea, nasikia huwa wanakupea tu pills za kuregulate.
Wanakuambia shika uende ukunywe, itakusaidia.
Inakusaidia like for those 3 months, then after 3 months inaisha hivyo.
After you stop taking the pills, zinaacha.
Na hata labda huja ovulate ukapata mtoto, ukaconceive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so after that I had gone to several hospitals. But again napata pia kuna daktari atakupea tu dawa. Yani hataki kuanalyze like history yako imekuaje, issue ni nini, anakupea tu dawa.
Hata hakuelewi.
So unlike unaona, there are some women who are told that hii ni issue mama, utapata mtoto like mimi nilipata daktari aliniambia hii ni issue kidogo, shika dawa ndio ukunywe utakuwa tu sawa.
She's still early.
So nilikunywa hiyo
rather than mwenye anakuambia hii mama uwezi za.
You know, pia hii kitu ya hormones inaenda na age pia. You know, this age of between 20s, it works so easily. You know, because you are still active rather than mtu wako past 30. Yeah.
So it's good to go early.
Yeah, ukipata a good gyno will explain it into details.
Okay.
So hata nimesahau niko anyway, so after like nilipewa hizo madawa and then nika try and then niliona it's easy kweli kabisa venye daktari aliniambia na nilisikia ni professional, nilijua tu akishaniambia it's easy. So nilikunywa and then nothing happened. Now for the previous visits, now that's when I came to hear of the story of Shiko Asoksi, and then now I had to follow up. So now I got to the
so when you were going to that gyna, you were from a disappointment.
Yeah, from a disappointment ya kuambiwa everything is fine, itakuwa tu fine.
Sasa na during
year. That is the second year.
No, now the second year is when I met now the other
now through all this you nani amejua, si ndio? Your husband amejua. Alikuwa aje yeye? Alikuwa sawa? Ama alikuwa supportive? Juu pia ni pesa, haelewi, unajua saa zingine vitu zingine wanaume ni ngumu kuelewa. So ilikuwa aje hiyo relationship yenu pia?
Okay, on the relationship first, mimi nilikuwa nimeacha relationship mingi. Why? Kwa sababu una meet na mtu anakuambia mimi nataka watoto. So me I used to ask someone. So namuuliza what if I don't get children? Nasema mimi siwezi, kituka as in siwezi. So unaona tu because I knew already there was that problem na kuna possibility
usipate.
Yeah, so nilikuwa naona ukipata relationship kama hiyo you just quit immediately. So when I met my husband, now I explained to him
even before marriage.
Yeah, before marriage.
Okay.
I always made sure that I discussed that before marriage.
Sikuja kuniambia not tell me anything.
Because pia ukienda kuisema kwa marriage, again, why do you hide those things mpaka kwa marriage? So itakuwa disappointment to the other person.
Alafu hata feel you deceived me, ulinitreat ndio ni kuoe.
Okay. So it's good you discuss it earlier. So when I told him, aliniambia mimi kenye najua hakuna mtu like anakuanga na watoto ana manufacture watoto kutoka kwa Mungu. So have as in don't worry about anything. So when he told me that, then I was comfortable.
Ukafeel at least something na ukafeel
that is the right man.
Unajua ni kama refuge unafeel.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll pick on that point when we come back. We are going for a very short break, then we will be back very shortly.
Everywhere GBS.
Welcome back. Tumerudi tena, still continuing with hii topic yetu. Today tunatackle maneno ya childless in marriage. Vitu zingine unajua watu ni ngumu kuongea, especially uko nje. Na vile mumeiweka is very iko tu sawa kwa sababu kama kuna hata hizo forums zenye zina support those women because I believe it's not easy. So welcome back, stay tuned. Kama tune in saa hii, the conversation is childless in marriage. Alafu keep our conversation running, tuongeze pia wewe hata kama ni experience yako. Our social media handle is GBS TV Africa. Our SMS line is 21144. So before we went for a break, you are still explaining on your issue. Yeah, it's okay you be open and tell someone outside there kitu shawaipitia, si ndio? So it's okay. So let's continue from there.
Okay, so after now visiting the gyna, I get to discover now what was my problem. So nilirealize pia mimi nilikuwa na ovarian cysts.
Oh, the same thing?
Yeah, the same thing.
Wow.
So there's something it's called PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Okay.
So it's like now when you don't, when we say that you don't have, you cannot be able to conceive, it doesn't mean you don't ovulate.
Oh.
Premature ovaries.
Yeah, you have like a premature, like your eggs don't mature and as in zinatoka, unaona.
Oh, so that's ndio inaitwa cyst. Ovarian cyst.
So that egg that has not matured inajiattach to pale ndani and then now it turns into a cyst.
Okay.
Yeah, so those cysts zinaanza kugrow. So when it grows and become like ikikuwa big, ndo inaweza fanya it becomes even hard to
conceive.
Yeah. So when I realized that, now I started getting medication. Venye anasema you are given a period of time. Number this is the period yenye kuna possibility ya kupata mtoi. So it's also stressful. Si kitu cause now tuseme mko na constraints unaona zenyu apart from yani hiyo enye inafanya labda you don't like hauko comfortable during that time. But the good thing, unlike her mwenye alipewa a few
alipewa hours a day.
Yeah. So for me I was given a number of days.
Zikifuatana?
Aliniambia to between this date, like let's say between 25th and 30th.
So you need to be active throughout. Ndio niliwauliza kuna hata kukosana hapo kweli?
Nilipewa exact date. I remember it was August 25th. Naambiwa make sure you meet that 20. Na isipite hapo.
Uliweza aje niko na hiyo swali na nataka kuulizia. Wacha nini waulizie? Sasa nimeambiwa ni from 25th to 30th. Ni hiyo time. Sasa ni ukue online throughout.
Yeah, throughout.
Juu haujui ni siku gani.
On which date?
Yeah.
So hakuna kukosana. How ilikuwaje hiyo experience ya hiyo 25 day, hiyo 5 days?
Okay, that experience, okay, it's not naweza sema like ilikuwa tu hapo cause you don't know again kama will it work ama haita work.
So already uko stressed up.
Yeah. So for me it didn't work actually. It didn't work cause after that period of time unapewa time yenye unafaa kurudi kwa daktari and then afanye test angalie if iliwaka ama haikuwa.
Ama ni wewe ukuenda online. Unaonekana ulienda online.
It affecting psychologically.
Yeah, it affects you psychologically.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just
unaona kama haujapewa timeline uko tu sawa, but now ukipewa that time inakupea stress.
Like for me ilikuwa inanipea stress. What if it does not work around this date?
So you are doing it not because yani hata uko na I can imagine uko na kale tu ka tension ndani yako.
Uko na ka tension, then umeambiwa ikikosa work this time you are going for the second.
Okay, let me ask this before we continue. There's a time I had visited a lady who had a problem for a long time, and then she was telling me, when you call me, unless the phone is there, she will answer. But if the phone is not there, haisi simama. Why? Because she had been given a certain position yenye after anafaa kukaa ndio. I don't know. Anyway, nini mlipewa those things?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing like that. So, ku fast forward anyhow, that's how it goes. So, kwangu haikuwork and then now I gave up. Because again, ilikuwa ni time ya 2020. I remember very well, ilikuwa March. Ndo COVID ilikuwa imeanza. So, during that time, pia mambo za finances zikakuwa issue because pia job unapata salary inakuwa cut off and then now the medication, the consultations,
it's too expensive.
Let's say I would spend 30k and
In a
you're
month.
supposed to attend
Yeah,
the
the
sessions
first one-
twice a month.
The first one is cheaper than the second one.
Yeah.
Then the second one is, the third one is more expensive than.
So it goes evil.
Yeah.
Inaenda ikikuwa more expensive.
okay.
Yeah. So mi nika give up hiyo story ya medication. Again nilikuwa nimechoka cause now again kabla ufanye hivyo you are already under medication. Like unakunywa dawa asubuhi saa 6 jioni. Na si ati dawa moja. Unapata kama una take like 6 pills.
Alafu packaging penye zimepakiwa. Inakupea uoga, I'm telling you.
Kwa nini?
Zinakusikia yani
zinakusikia,
zenyewe zinakaa zinakusikia.
Na diet ina change?
Okay, now for diet na medication it's a separate thing. When you decide to go the diet way, now you are supposed to concentrate on the diet. So mi sikuwa sana at first na focus on diet. Though pia nilikuwa najaribu kubalance. So after kuona sasa the medicine was not working, now I became stressed. Nilikuwa stressed mpaka I remember this certain day I took all the medication. Nilikuwa na kama bags 3 hivi za boxes za madawa. Nikaambia Mungu mimi sitaki kunywa hizi dawa. Kama umeamua like sitapata mtoi then that's let it be. Ikae tu hivyo. So I remember nilikuwa na stress. Had I told my husband like kama utaona unataka watoto na tutaweza kupata then tufanye nini? We just call it quits. Kila mtu ende utafute someone mwenye kama unaweza taka.
So yani ulikuwa umefika hiyo situation ya kumlet go.
Yeah,
That was so stressing.
Hiyo point because again venye alisema watu wanakuuliza
Bado.
for sisi tuko tunaambiwa like tunajaribu kusave do ati ndo sasa watoto wakikuja wapate
ziko.
And also
Kila kitu
remember
iko
when you
ready.
are having this problem, the stomach keeps growing sometimes.
Yeah, the stomach grows.
It grows.
Exactly.
It
So
grows.
sometimes watu wanakumistake wanafikiria uko
na
pregnant.
ball.
Yeah. Mi hata nishaiambiwa congratulations.
Yeah, hata unaenda sikiza, unaenda place unaona wanakuondokea. They excuse you because
They see you are pregnant.
Exactly, unakanika uko pregnant.
Ama nijue hizo madawa zenye mnakunywa.
Okay, hata sio
Ni
madawa.
hormones.
Ile pia hiyo hormones, the conditioning.
it misbehaves.
Yeah, that is misbehaving.
Yeah. So you find that despite hata uko na hiyo condition, you have to deal with other things. Kuna watu yani facials na kuadi wanakuwa ni kama wanaume wako na manywele na so they struggle with those things and then saa zingine pia una struggle na yani una add weight haraka. So kila mtu like we have the same condition but the symptoms are different.
Okay.
You find that even down there, the hair is spreading like men. Like for men. Yeah, why in a spread? Serious.
So it's
It has
something big, eh?
So
It's not
those
just
side effects zinaku affect mentally.
they do.
Yeah, because you are a lady, you want to feel like a feminine. Yet your hormones are behaving like male.
hata inakuwa tena hata ngumu hata kama unaweza conceive unashindwa because sometimes they say stress inafanya usiconceive.
Hiyo kitu
again,
ina affect.
it's easier to fall into depression because now again you have your own condition and then now people have expectations of you. You also have your husband mwenye labda una feel uncomfortable
na hataki kusema. Wako alikuwa anakuambia?
Hajai niambia hata siku moja hajai niambia like
ako tu comfortable.
Yeah, alikuwa hakuwa uncomfortable.
Oh God.
No, that's the good thing ya kuwa na mtu mwenye ni supportive.
Sure.
Because if you don't have a supportive partner then hata unaweza opt for suicide.
Because kama sasa mpaka umefika place ya kumwambia kama if you feel mimi naona ni kama nimefika mwisho, let's call it a quit. If he's not there for you hata anaanza
You know, as a lady,
anaweza changia pia.
I love all these reports you are getting zinafanya unakuwa desperate. Unaona yenyewe for sure I cannot.
na does it affect your sex life?
Not really. Yeah.
You're just okay.
You are just okay.
You are just okay.
active like another woman. So but say mentally ndio ina affect sana.
Mentally ndio
inakuwa affect kwa sababu we find that kwanza ukikaa mahali peke yako those things comes. Then when you go to go internet nayo
kwanza hiyo ni mbaya sasa hata
hiyo ndio inakumaliza. But when you get relaxed like wakati nilipata mtoi I was so much happy. Then unaona sasa bado issue haikuisha. I stayed after hiyo unajua hiyo men's venye hiyo bleeding after to give birth. I decided to just kukaa like hivyo kwa sababu I did not want to interfere with my hormones more than.
Ulikuwa na fear?
Yeah, sikutaka kuinterfere because utasikia sasa kama I have that issue of hormones then nitumie this contraceptives. I did not want.
You don't
so how did you learn that you were pregnant?
So after that
now, or did you get pregnant?
Yeah, I did. So nilikuwa naelezea hapo after hizo constraints sikuweza tena kuendelea na madawa. I gave up kabisa. Hadi nikaambia Mungu mimi sitaizi kunywa kama nikukaa zikae. And then again I was talking to my mom, nikamwambia penye nimefika nimechoka. So mimi kama nitarudi kwako ujue nitakuja. So she told me like aliniambia usikue na wasiwasi as in any the good thing ya kuwa na
supportive mom.
Anakuambia don't worry if anything goes wrong tuko hapa, your home is always open. So pia na ku encourage. So for me actually what worked naweza sema mimi najua I believe that there is a God who does miracles.
Sure.
Because at that time yenye nilikuwa give up now I had given up. So tukasema hata we don't need again because saa hiyo pia hiyo time ya corona kulikuwa na issues mingi. So hata finances yani hazikuwa enough zenye zitatu enable kwenda kwa daktari. So I gave up going kwa huyo daktari nikaacha. And then now for that specific hospital like walikuwa wanaitake strictly so they follow up on you. So si walini follow kwa nini sikuwa naenda on the visits that nilikuwa nimekuwa appointed. So when you realize singeweza kwenda nikamwambia I had this and this issue akaniambia ni sawa. So nikakaa then until at a time sikuwa na symptoms any symptoms like of pregnancy but I was having this like pain yenye sikuwa naelewa like kama ningeenda job cause job yenye nilikuwa nafanya sana nilikuwa na supervise a number of shops in town. So I had to keep on like kutembea kila time. So juu ya hiyo nilikuwa nashindwa kutembea like ningeenda shop moja nasikia mgongo inaniuma I cannot stand. Naingia kwa restaurant na take time na take time ndo at least nisikie kama ease naenda the next place. So nika realize inakuwa as in issue ina persist. So mwisho kuna siku nilikuwa imeenda to the extreme. Nikasema acha niende hosi. So I remember that day ilikuwa ni usiku I left hata sikuambia my husband naenda hosi
because of the pain.
And then again pia yeye alikuwa so used niko na pain kila saa unaona. So unaona ile yani mtu anakuwa mgonjwa mpaka mnaona tumemzoea. So ilikuwa extreme nikasema acha tu niende hosi. So By the time my husband ana realize already nilikuwa nachukua gari naenda. So he followed me. Tukaenda hosi, and then hosi akatuambia I have to take a number of tests. But sikuwa na the cash ya ku take those many tests. So that time I had only 1,000 shillings. So ni test moja tu ningefanya ya hiyo 1,000 shillings.
Which was?
Hiyo ya urine test. So when they did the urine test, huyo mama kaniambia, kwanza daktari aliniambia, we hizo symptoms zako it's like you're pregnant. Nikamwambia hapana. Nilikuwa nisha give up and then sikuwa on any medication, so it's not, it was not
si mimi huyo daktari, si mimi hiyo ingine.
So aliniambia, mimi nikamwambia hapana, kaniambia anyway sita try ku insist, we just go and take the test. So after doing that one test, huyo mama so alikuwa yani mhash, akaambia madam, shika ndo hizi results zako huko na mimba. Nikamwambia kwanza ako rudu, so inaweza kuwa si ukweli. So sikutaka kuongea na yeye sana, kumwambia arudia tena cause sikuwa naamini. So after that tulirudi, and then now I did some other tests zingine mingi
kwa nyumba
confirm,
yani kukosa kuconfirm.
Yeah, because now you're not sure. So I would say that God did that. Like ilikuwa miraculous.
Wow.
So apart from that, there are many challenges. I remember kabla tuanze hii show, I was reading a story kwa Facebook. Like there was a woman who alikuwa na staff manguo kwa belly yake, ndo the husband thinks she's pregnant.
Oh
so,
my God.
Amefanya hivyo for a long period of time, and then now I think they do some planning, like kuna mse atamuuzia mtoi. So hiyo issue ya cause uko desperate now you want to kununua mtoi.
That's so serious.
So alikuwa na staff hivyo vitu until now 9 months. So 9 months akaenda akabai mtoi. So unfortunately in that story the husband exposed the wife. Unaona? Because alijua wamestay for long hivyo. She knew the wife was barren, and then alikuwa ati ana act mysterious because you want to touch the baby, usikie mtoto anapumua. Now when alikuwa anaenda ku touch, the wife becomes like anakuwa na hasira. Yeah. So
that's desperation.
It's okay kwa desperate again, pia na hiyo tuseme hiyo depression uko nayo, pia na the expectations of the people around you, ndio zina lead watu wanafanya hivyo. So kuna watu wanaenda to many other extremes.
Yeah, inaenda na ina behave the outcome is different. Like see, as I've said, nilikaa hivyo nikasema I don't want to interfere with my hormones. Then I stayed, like when my daughter was around 1.8, I'm in the church. Then I'm feeling my bump. I'm like, what is happening? Kwani kuna upepo inakaa aje? I could not concentrate. Nasikia tena little did I know.
You are pregnant again.
I'm pregnant
wow.
again. This one, sikutumia anything. I was just myself. Then God gave me just like that. Wow. As Doris is saying, there is God.
Yeah.
Anything, these other things can fail.
They can.
They can fail.
But let's put our hope in God.
And just to cut you short, did at any time, did you come to feel like now, I think the man needs also to go and take a test? Get tested, because there are sometimes you find the woman is completely okay, but the man is now.
On my side, I've never thought of that because I knew I have a hormonal issue. Because my first period came when I was in Form 2. That is a bit late, around that age of 16. So, coming at the age of 16, you are in Form 2, and still you have received, the number you have received, they are accountable.
Oh, so you knew like it's me.
Yeah. You know, something must be wrong if every month hauja conceive. You know, a normal lady anafaa kuwa co-ovulate like every month. Like for me, sasa unaona itaweza overstay like even to an extent of 3 months, 6 months,
Even 1 year.
even
1 year.
Yeah, and you are just okay.
But when you are a girl, you know you're
Alafu
okay.
sometimes inakuja you feel that when, as Doris was saying, unasikia signs za pregnancy, vomiting, headache, the stomach, you are uncomfortable.
Unapata stomach ina bloat.
Ina bloat, hata unavaa nguo saa zingine haikutoshei.
So did you even ask, or did you get a chance, maybe one of you, did you even get a chance of asking the doctor whether if had I come those early stages when I was still a teenager, ama wangeweza kucontrol?
You see, like for me, I visited the gyno while I was still at 20. Now, the only option yenye wanaweza kukupatia, you give a birth. You go and have a child. At that age, utazaa na nani? Hata uko
not
sure.
only the doctors also like saa zingine pia watu wanakuambia like unafaa ati kuzaa kwanza hata ukikaa tu yani with other women they often
unaambiwa the only solution ni uzae kwanza alafu ukishazaa you can go back to the doctor.
But that one is not so
but even after give birth I've never gone back to those gynos. No.
Yeah.
Ati nimekuja nilikuwa na issue I want this that no.
But now it depends. Now for her case, after the first, now she got the firstborn, akakuwa sawa, unaona? So there are those women when you get the first, now you still have to undergo the process.
Okay.
Yeah. So kila wanawake tofauti wako na body zao zina respond tofauti. Yeah, so
na si ati because that nilisha give the birth to the second one, it's not that the hormones that is regulate.
Yeah, they don't.
No, they don't. You keep on kukaa na hizo challenges. Now you learn to live with them.
But at least if you have a kid, at least now you can appreciate because again if ulikuwa una expect mtoto na ushapata unaweza now live with inaweza kosa tena.
Yeah, and you see what you're saying like there was a time you pray even unaomba hata ingie itoke ujue tu at least unaweza conceive yani that you have that like una feel and so many women like wenye hawana watoi they always have that hata unaombanga Mungu nipe tu hata kama utamchukua wewe mtoto umchukue just to know that cause of the depression
that's why unaonanga they are so life yao iko so bitter mnashindwa why is it that
Okay, we've come to the end of this discussion because of time of course but thank you so much for sharing your story, feeling like I feel it's something yenye tungefaa tu kuongelelea because some people outside there they don't even know what they are going through. Na sometimes if they don't have supportive men like you had inakuwa sasa ni depression kabisa. So at least as a woman outside there you maybe have a friend or you may be going through that. Now you know there are people who've been going through that na wali succeed. So and also they've told you to remember there is a God. There's a God mwenye anaweza change everything. Thank you so much, ladies. I can't thank enough. It was so nice having you on this show. We've come towards the end of our show today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everything. Until next time, I have been your host, Shiro Wangige. Until next time, keep safe. Bye.